Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Rajeev Goel, co-founder and CEO of Nasdaq-listed Pubmatic, which empowers the world's leading digital content creators across the open internet to control access to their inventory and increase monetization by enabling marketers to drive return on investment and reach addressable audiences across ad formats and devices. Rajeev, it's great to see you as always. Welcome back to Trade Talks.
Thanks, Jill. Great to be with you again.
How and why are retailers increasingly prioritizing media as a growth driver for their businesses?
Yeah, retailers are realizing that they're sitting at the intersection of a couple of great trends in digital advertising. First is that more people are shopping online, right? That's just a fact kind of post-COVID. And then second is that retailers have a really great understanding of who the consumer is. So often as consumers, we're logged in and we're shopping on a retailer's website, which means the retailer has a way to know, purchase history and products that we're interested in, and then connect the dots for advertisers. And so they're sitting at this confluence of great trends that's making the retail advertising industry about $150 billion in the next couple of years. And so we're excited to be participating in that.
And of course, that's because of the access to data that they have. So tell us about the complexities in the advertising ecosystem stemming from privacy changes and data regulations.
Yeah, as you're, I'm sure, very well aware, and the watchers are as well, there's increasing regulation around how consumers' data is being used to deliver relevant ads online. And the good news is that consumers now have more choice than ever. They're able to say, whether it's opt-in or opt-out, how they want their data to be used. At the same time as you have regulators going down this path, you also have some of the big tech platforms. We've seen Apple, for instance, make a number of announcements in this area. Google is expected to as well. So the big tech platforms are also looking out for the consumer and driving increased scrutiny on how data is shared. And so that's causing a lot of changes around how the entire digital advertising ecosystem works, how ads get delivered, how they're targeted, how ROI is measured for advertisers. And so it's a really key area of innovation and something that we've been focused on for the last 3 or 4 years, and making a lot of investment in new product capabilities for publishers and for buyers.
What solutions does Pubmatic provide and how are they differentiated?
So we have a platform called Connect, which really allows advertisers to use a number of very safe approaches to deliver a targeted ad to the consumer. So that can be identity data. So for instance, if somebody is logged in to, for instance, a retailer or other website, news website, for instance, can be first-party data that a publisher has. So you might be shopping for a car, and what type of a car are you looking for, a convertible or an SUV? Can be contextual data. So there's a wide variety of different ways that we can allow advertisers to deliver a relevant ad to the consumer, again, where the consumer has given voice to how their data should be used. And so we're driving a lot of great results. For instance, we released a case study with Banana Boat just a couple of weeks ago, where they're able to significantly scale up the number of users that they could put an ad in front of and the ROI from their advertising.
Pubmatic delivered its 8th consecutive quarter of durable growth and profitability, with organic revenue growing 27% year over year, well above market growth rates. Rajeev, what drove quarterly performance?
Yeah, I think, as you noted, great top line growth at 27%, also great profitability, 37% adjusted EBITDA margins, over 20 million in cash flow from operations. So we feel like we're really well positioned to deliver both top line growth as well as profitability, which in this environment is something that investors are increasingly looking for. So a couple of the key drivers of growth. First is we have a really fast growing connected TV or CTV business. More and more people are consuming TV or content through streaming apps. And that's a huge area of growth for us. It grew over 150% in the second quarter. The second is the addressability solutions, the Connect platform that I mentioned earlier. More and more buyers are coming to our platform because of the innovation that we've delivered in this area. Third is a trend called supply path optimization, or SPO, where advertisers are consolidating the number of sell-side platforms like Pubmatic that they work with, and we're increasing our market share as a result. So we feel like we've really positioned ourselves over the last couple of years in the fastest growing segments of the industry and are benefiting as a result of that.
And Rajeev, finally, to wrap up here, where do you see the opportunities longer term?
Yeah, look, the good news is that even though there's going to be volatility in the short term, with the economic environment being what it is, we feel like we're in a really strong position for long-term growth. We have a fantastic team and a fantastic platform. The digital advertising industry is only growing as a share of total advertising, as less and less advertising is analog. And the programmatic or automated portion of digital is also growing rapidly. So we've got a great platform. We're in a growth market with secular tailwinds. It's a multi-$100 billion industry, and we're a global business. And so that means that we're able to take advantage of growth opportunities across Europe, across Asia, and across the US. And the last piece is that we have almost half of our team in engineering. So that's about 400 people in product and engineering, which means we're able to continue to deliver new innovations into the industry and keep growing our customer base. So we feel really good about our long-term outlook and position in the market.
Okay, Rajeev, we appreciate the insight as always. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you, Jill.